Today, we talk about...
All right, boys and girls. Well, we just got done unboxing these, but follow me and let's have them join the family. Let's do a little update video. Escada.
All right, so let's find his new home in the family section of Vapormaxes, which will be right here, in fact. So, we have now completed our Vapormax collection, amongst the rest, which I promise, guys, I will be updating y'all on everything in a little bit. Just a lot to go there. Hey, Shane, hey, yo, New York, holla! But nah, just to complete the set. So here we got the 1.0, I almost said Ultra Boost, Vapormax in the OG colorway. You see that flywire again, the hallmark feature for me, let alone the colorway. And I believe they called it the OG colorway not only because it was the debut colorway, along with the platinum ones, which didn't stand out as much as this, to be honest with you. But again, you see the Vapormax tagging on the aglets, the Nike Vapormax on the tongue, different pattern on the insole there. Kept this, but no pull tab. And lateral side was pretty consistent, and a very simple knit pattern to the thing, and then a translucency with a swoosh on that side. So there you go there. Upgrade to the 2.0, and now we see a smaller swoosh more towards the back. The Heelcup, updated Heelcup. Again, very simple fly knit upper. Again, the fly wire not as pronounced on this pair. Could have gone black, I think would have been a more fierce look, but looks very clean and just the Volt, to me, the best colorway of the 2.0s. And a little mini swoosh towards the front end of this-ish. Little toe guard, which did have a little bit of that here, but a dedicated one here, it seems. And then here you get the swoosh again, a little more translucent on this one. Fast forward now, here we go with the 3.0, which we discussed in detail here. No swoosh on the bottom, but pronounced pods on that bottom-ish. A lot more pronounced contrast for the fly knit pattern on the upper. Again, returning to a swoosh. It's a little bigger, but I wonder if it's the same size. I think it's slightly bigger on the OG, to be honest with you, but not mad at it. Then a real nice contrast of these laces, updated insole, updated tongue pattern with the silver. And then, pull tab on this one, which, of course, these also had a pull tab. These ones did not. Vapormax tagging there, and symmetrical on both sides. And then just before that, we got the 2019 release of the Vapormax here in the Ironman colorway, as I like to call it. Huge Iron Man fan, probably my favorite superhero overall. But here we got another pull tab, similar insole to the 3.0s now, similar tongue pattern to the 3.0s, except here we get it saying CS instead of FK for flying it. I don't know what CS is. I call it cool stitching. Am I right? For the inside jokers who have been on my channel for a long time, y'all know where that came from. There's a dedicated video on this shoe. Then we get the embossed Vapormax on this one, similar to the 3.0, which we discussed in the last dedicated video. Vapormax branding across the side, some contrast stitching here. Again, no fly knit on this one, but an interesting exposed cage pattern here with the swoosh, fairly symmetrical, and cool little lace details, but these do not say Vapormax on them. And then on this one, also no swoosh on the bottom, but otherwise nice cherry red to it. Pretty cool. And I forgot to mention this in my other Vapormax collection video, but before I forget, there was a second version. When the 2.0s came out, you had this version, the regular version, but then you had a Vapormax 2 moccasin version, laceless version. And here, love this ode to the Volt, this being an acronym collaboration, so slightly different. Otherwise, the GR general release Vapormaxes in the 2.0s had very similar sides with the smaller swoosh and the heel cup-ish in the back, but in this case, we get a tiny mini swoosh with the acronym logos. To me, the best mock version that was released, obviously a nice Volt acronym logo on the back instead of Vapormax. Acronym, again, written there. Again, another mini swoosh, all in this futuristic print. Very interesting story if you want to check out the dedicated video I made on this specific shoe, let alone the acronym, entire collaboration line. Bop. This was a real winner there. In Japanese, it says acronym, to my knowledge. Acronym Nike Air collaboration tag, Vapormax on the tongue. This is an awesome shoe. You get the milky non-translucency on the back side, and on the front side you get a little bit more translucency there with the acronym logo. Can't see the swoosh logo if there is one, if any. But yeah, very cool when we discussed in detail specifically about the shoe and how complicated and interesting of a process it was to get this one-piece upper to have uniform-looking triangle logos that all kind of look uniform once they stretch it out, especially towards the toe here, to create this shoe. Super cool. Nicknamed Johnny's Icy Passage, since it came out in a pack of 2 other similar shoes with different colorways. This, in my opinion, being the best of the 3, as well as being the one that was called Johnny's Icy Passage in dedication to a John Mayer, who was part of the promo for this pair. Super dope, huge John Mayer fan. And then last but not least, I forgot to mention the Vapormax. And I have been meaning to take off this tag, I just haven't yet. But yeah, Vapormax, really wish they had used a different Vapormax model, but it is what it is. Here, to me, the best Vapormax of the 3 that released with the rest of the Off-White line, because I had to get my favorite of each, if not multiples, colorways of each silhouette that was used in the 10. This, to me, was the best of the Vapormaxes. Here, again, you get the Vapormax. This being essentially the 1.0 pattern, but a completely different swoosh that is essentially all stitched on in the translucent pattern. Air written in the classic quotations that Virgil has been known for now. The swoosh returns. Yeah, I just love the contrast of this lighter blacks and grays with a clear bluish translucent outsole and midsole, as opposed to the 1.0s, which was all black, which I just didn't see as good of a look personally. Plus these blue laces bop hard, bro. So I had to go with the blue laces. And then, of course, the classic branding on the inside as well. Toe guard again. Very simple pattern otherwise. And yeah, there you go, man. So there you go. The complete Vapormax collection of mine across multiple models.
Hope you enjoyed yourself. We'll see you on the next one. We out.
Peace.